First, let me start off this video by saying happy Mother's Day because it is actually Mother's Day today and I'm about to go in church. So I'm going to make this intro really quick because the first intro I did, I was looking a hot mess. I was almost near tears. I had raccoon eyes. Hair was not done. I was like, oh no, I can't go out like that. But it was real raw emotions. I was explaining what was going on. So I said, I got to redo my intro because I can't be looking that bad every video during these renovations. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, what's going on? I'm your girl Katrina and I am still currently under renovations. Now, please don't get scared because you've seen that this is a longer video. This is a different video. I was really nervous about posting this video because in today's video, I am going to be taking you through a series of events. Someone came out to help me. Shout out to her. You'll meet her, a young lady named Stephanie from YouTube, a follower. She came out, she helped me, do some things in my house. Also very excited to share with you my kitchen countertops, my bathroom countertops came in. So I know you guys will want to see that. They turned out amazing. But if you keep watching, you'll see that I had to let go of my former contractor. So much has happened that I didn't share with you guys on camera just because, I'm not trying to blast anyone. Well, you're gonna get kind of blasted in this video, but not really blasting, but just showing the proof, showing what, has transpired, what was done, what wasn't done. And in today's video, I am going to take you through everything on why I had to let Anthony go. I know it seemed like we had a really great rapport. And we did. Never had any issues with him until I started working with him. And I had so many conversations with him off camera. I'm not going to have those personal conversations. I know some people do on the YouTube channel, but I never did that. So whenever there was an issue or something arise or something happened, I spoke to him multiple times, but it just wasn't on camera. So I did have to end up letting him go because he just would not show up. And there was a number of reasons, but in today's video, you're going to see all of that. So please watch, stay tuned. We're going to take a pause after the kitchen is installed and I'm going to take you through everything in the house on the current state that it was. Now, this was back in March, so we are jumping back. Today is currently Mother's Day to date. So again, I didn't feel comfortable with the intro that I did because I was just on a rant. It was like 10 minutes long. I was like, oh God, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to redo it. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump back into March. I do hope you all are enjoying these renovations. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Was I right or was I wrong? I'm really curious. This is the very first time this has ever happened to me. Again, I bought a home previously, but I've never renovated to this extent. So this is completely all a learning process. And I know I did some things, kind of rush, but you'll understand as the video goes on and as the videos progress, because I don't even want to say too much now. I just want to get you guys into the video. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to let you enjoy today's video. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Happy Mother's Day. Now I got to go ahead and get inside church because your girl got to make an announcement. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Thanks for watching in advance. So here I am sitting on my stairs and I was having a full blown out rant. I was completely annoyed and frustrated and more so feeling down and just kind of, confused because my contractor didn't show. He wasn't communicating with me. I was about to bring my son home. The house, it was just dust everywhere. I was living in the home and I was just completely annoyed and frustrated with the timeline. My contractor kept, over promising me things and then under delivering. Things were just not working out, but I was more so frustrated just because he just kept not showing up showing up late if he did show up. So I was expressing all of that in this video, but as you can see, I was looking a hot mess. I didn't even really care because I was just too through. I have been going through with these renovations. I try to show you guys a lot of the good, but there was a lot of bad in between. And I do know that comes with the territory when you're renovating. It can't always be good, but I was on a high for a while and here is the low. So this is how I was starting a lot of my days towards the end of the renovation process because I was just having too many issues with my contractor. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and jump back into the video so that way you guys can see some of the good. Let's go. Good morning, happy Monday morning. Y'all saw me kind of down yesterday, but today I feel a little bit better because I got some girl power in here this morning. Somebody hit me up on YouTube, was just like in my comment section, and I said, okay, let me check this person out, let me see what they're about, and I'm so glad I did. Even my sister was like, Trina, you don't see this person messaging you? I just love when people, really want to reach out and help or whatever. But this morning I have someone special with me, guys. I want you to meet her. Her name is Stephanie from Sheetrocks, and she is in here to help me out with my island and some projects. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Listen, she just happened to be in Charlotte, got certified, so she gonna come in here and do her thing. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
All right, good morning, everybody. Once again, my name is Stephanie. I'm a certified carpenter. I just graduated a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So guess what? Women in construction, we out here doing our thing. So I saw my girl. I saw she had some projects going on. I saw that she was also stressing out a little bit.
Oh my God, y'all
and I was like, let me see if I can come through and help her.
A godsend.
And literally, I am helping.
A godsend.
I'm helping
Y'all don't even
her.
know. Y'all
okay?
This is
I'm
my ram
helping
in the
her.
bush. This is my ram in the bush. So we're going to stop talking. She's going to be doing her thing, and I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for any help. So today it's about women in business, and
There you go.
I can't wait to see her skills. So let's get it on today. Thank you so much. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
So I have an inspo pic of my island that I'm going to do. The whole thing, what I'm going to be doing with my island is I have two cabinets. One is 36 inches, one is 30 inches wide. We had to do some reconfiguring with the cabinets because of the upper cabinets. Long story short, I wanted to get my island as wide as I could facing the stove. So that's why we had to like cat corner the cabinets. So I have a little space left over here. So instead of me buying another like 12-inch cabinet, I just went and got some plywood, and we're going to be boxing in, making it like a barn style, hence the farm style theme, and we're going to create some shelves. So I'm going to let her do her thing because I built one table before in my life, and it was hard. It was hard. So Stephanie's taking measurements of the entire cabinet of the island. And again, I got the inspo pic off of Pinterest for a nice farm style island with some open shelving. I thought it would be the perfect fit for my kitchen. So we're going to see if we can make this happen. So yeah, it's up to you if you think if straight shelves would be easier there, and then put like maybe the two things here, like to mount underneath the...
to mount under there.
It's up to you.
It's gonna be nice, y'all. That's something different. We on a new level over here. 2025 women in construction. Y'all want something unique going on? Hit us up.
She over there talking to her camera.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
Stephanie was so funny, and she was just such a genuine person, so I was so happy to have her there. She was actually filming and recording because she was getting her hours, so we were actually both helping each other out.
Does it matter?
The direction?
No, that these don't go
Well,
wall to wall.
Because that's not going to matter once you stick the shelf on it.
Correct. Some people may have been
that's fine. It's fine.
I wanted to touch it.
Because you're going to have the side ones. Yep.
Correct.
That's perfect.
Correct.
That's perfect. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm OCD to a certain extent.
Okay.
But not just like my son. Yeah, that don't matter.
Okay. And I figured it would be better to lay them this way.
Yeah.
And then this is going to butt into it.
Perfect.
Like that. Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait for this pantry to be finished. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
And then the shelves will sit perfectly.
And then the shelves will sit.
Oh, that's a perfect cut.
Come on, girl.
Yep. So we're going to have 5 shelves in here.
Yep. And we're doing it every 16, right?
Yep. Every 16 inches, starting from the bottom. So we went and got the plywood for the island. I'm just gonna sand and smooth out the edges. I'm gonna have to stain it later. I went to Sherwin-Williams and I'm gonna do the exact color match as my cabinets, but they need like 2 or 3 days. I didn't know that. Well, she just said 24 to 48 hours. So I'm gonna take that sample cabinet that I have and let them match it, and then I'll just stain it afterwards. I know I'm doing things backwards, but my countertops are coming, so I'm excited. I want some countertops. So we'll stain afterwards. So we add the liquid nail. And now I'm just gonna stick that over here to the side, right in the groove. Perfect fit. Got everything cut down at Home Depot. Okay. So we went and got the corner bracket. That's like a perfect finisher. So we'll put them on both edges. Yeah. And then we're gonna brad nail that in really quick. Yeah. Okay, they're here with my countertops. Please watch the walls. Heavy, heavy. You told me to come and look at it. Oh, that's a perfect match. It really goes good. Okay. Okay, first look. All fixtures are gonna be black matte. Okay. That's a good match. These, this one opens this way and that one opens that way?
They should open like this. Or
okay.
Something different.
Nope, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. Okay. I love it. It's a perfect match. I just can't wait to see the countertops for the kitchen. The kitchen is different, but I picked that out over the phone. These I picked out in person, but the bathroom one I picked out over the phone. So I really had to trust and pray that it was going to be a perfect match. And it looks so good. So good. They're coming in with the kitchen.
Watch your hands. Watch your hands. Sí. No hace falta aquí. O sea, de la cortina, the
So I went with the matte black with the one handle, one pump for the faucet with not a lot of, you know, stuff on the side. Minimalistic, sleek, and modern. He's doing the seams. Learning something new. I really like this countertop. It was left just for me. Stephanie's getting it leveled so that way we can get it ready for the island countertop. I'm excited. I'm happy I'm getting countertops today. They're coming in with the island.
There we go. You don't want the clamp? No. Okay. What?
This is how they put. Woo! So the squeaking noise that you're hearing is the plywood that me and Stephanie just added. So we had to go back and make some adjustments to make sure that it was all completely level. Meanwhile, Stephanie was going back and forth from the island to the pantry, and she was over here doing her thing, making sure that my shelves was completely ready by the time she left. She is finally finished. But we just got to get shelves. I don't have any shelves that's the perfect size. I just got to paint all of this. I'm gonna paint that with the with my sprayer. Gonna add in the trim. And the molding and pop in the shelves. And then I gotta do the Murphy door. So that's the big project, the door. But Miss Stephanie came in here and knocked it out. Thank you so much, darling.
You are
She
so
rocks.
welcome.
She rocks.
That's right. She rocks. She rocks. This was awesome. I really and truly enjoyed being able to help my girl out.
She really helped me
This
out.
was awesome.
Took a load
Definitely.
off.
Yeah, I
really-
appreciate her.
I appreciate you. Like, I'm like, she appreciate me. I'm like, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So she came in here and really helped me out because just a lot going on. But her information will be down below in the description box. She's located in the Charlotte area. So congratulations to you. Much success to you.
Thank you, darling.
All right. Yeah, and I might be hiring her to do my shed. So be on the lookout for that because I still got to get a shed. So, you know, maybe. So he's adding in the backsplash.
We don't have to push it in.
Ya lo pegaste, no?
No.
Everything is cut out perfectly. Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
Hay que dividirlo. What happened?
I
No,
said just don't cut no wires. I didn't even know you were standing there.
You know, it's because the wall. It's remodel, you know?
Yeah. So this is Elsin with Marble and Granite. His information is going to be down below in the description box. So because the wall was a little bit bowed out with the drywall, he had to notch a piece out to make sure that all of the backsplash was completely flush and level.
I don't even know. Oh, more.
6 inches off on this side, yeah.
More or that one.
Which way?
That one. 1, 2, 3. She said she wanted only an inch and a half over here, right?
Mm-hmm. So that way the more, because the seating is going to be over here.
More, right?
A lot more. Get in the middle, bro.
Right, get in the middle.
Y'all stop fussing at her.
Holla at me, M.A Granite Marble. I'm like Mayweather.
Shameless plug.
Free.
So now, of course, I'm filming so you all can be a part of this renovation process as well. But imagine how I felt because it was so cool to see this up close in person for the very first time. I always wondered how they do these cutouts for this granite for the quartz. Now, I do have the quartz countertops, but it's different levels, different tiers. And I didn't want those veins. I really wanted like a spackle that could look like granite, but it wasn't granite. I was super impressed with the professionalism, how everything came out. They were precise, they were clean, and it just came out perfect. And it was a perfect match, the blend for my two-tone kitchen. So shout out to Elsin. Thank you so much. What did you just tell me? He said I can't touch anything in my own kitchen until tomorrow.
Yep.
So I'm leaving the plastic on. I'll take it off later since we're still working in the kitchen, and I'll clean up the island, but everything else is completely done. Thank you so much. You did a lovely job.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm at Home Depot. I just want y'all to know I come to Home Depot almost every day. And you're not on camera. And I'm here at the university location with my personal, shopper. That's what he calls himself. But he likes to help me, but he does it with the attitude every day. So I have a long list of supplies. I have no idea what it is. I'm in the plumbing section and I need assistance. And he just told me this is not what Home Depot does. I thought they did, but yeah. And he's a supervisor. He's a manager. He loves helping me, but he gives me a hard time every day. I don't work here, darling. What? Do I look like I work here? Anywho, yeah, so I'm getting a long list of supplies today because we're finishing up plumbing. I'm excited because yesterday y'all saw all of the countertops go in. So we're here getting everything else that we need. My contractor should have did a well call because I ain't got time for this. But thanks to my good friend, Alfonso. We're friends now, right?
No.
Wait a minute, we're not friends?
No, not at all. Not at all.
That means we're more than friends. He loves giving me a hard time, but he took out time to help me, so I don't know. You do this for every customer?
No, I don't. Stop the lines.
Exactly. Good morning, everyone. Today is March 20th. and I'm still under renovations. And today I am soliciting or pricing out new contractors. Already had one here, came, assessed the whole situation, and I have a good friend who did my previous garage. He's looking at everything, he's about to give me a price, and I have one more person coming. We're getting a new contractor because things have not been working out. I've been trying my best not to say too much just because I'm just that type of person, right? I don't want to come on YouTube, be venting. I don't want to be bashing anybody. But yeah, things are not working out. So my other contractor got to go. So rightfully so, people have asked me in prior videos. I'm going to be removing his name, cannot recommend him. Just too much. I'm not sure. He just got so much going on. Every day is a different excuse. One day it was the dog. One day somebody died. One day, you know, his car went out. Then it was a lot of other excuses. Then it was the rain. Yeah, so I've been under construction, under this renovation for a month now, maybe a little over. I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head. But certain things should have been done. I should have a bathroom working completely functional by now. My kitchen is still not done. Yeah, just a lot of mistakes. Just things I'm not really happy with overall. So trying to get things moving. My son is here in the house now. He doesn't even want to come downstairs. He does have OCD, so all the dust and different things like that. So I just got to get things moving along. And I just want to unpack. I want to relax most of all. So pricing out new contractors so that way I can continue to work and keep going. But some things, again, I am doing myself. So glad that I am teachable, handy, and a fast learner. So yeah. So today I'm just going to keep the work going. So I'm just filling you guys in. I will, once everything is done, I will show you some things because a lot of things are a hot mess. A lot of things are a hot mess. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay optimistic because I have been going through it. I have really been going through it lately, trying to not spaz out, trying to not cry, and just really unhappy. But thankfully, my pastor sent over some people, and I happen to know one other person. So we're going to try to wrap this up and get this renovations finished so that way I can finally enjoy my brand new home. So I'm going to go ahead, get to work, continue working because there's so much more to do, and I don't recommend my previous contractor. I'm not going to even say his name, but if you did see his information down in the description in the prior videos, it's no longer there. Yeah, find you somebody else. See you later. Bye. Let me get to work. All right, I went and bought a paint sprayer from the TikTok shop. So I started last night, but I switched the nozzle because it wasn't spraying, you know, wide enough. So I'm going to see if this one does a little bit better. So I'm still getting the hang of it. Still trying to see. Okay, much better than last night. So let's do up top so you guys can see it. I don't know what took me so long to get one of these. My sister kept telling me to get one, but of course my former contractor was like, no, it's going to be too messy inside the house. This thing was a breeze. I'm about to knock out the rest of my house with a paint sprayer. Stop playing. Get you one. I did have to dilute it a little bit, but I'm getting a little bit of paint splatter. It's spraying a lot better than last night, but yeah, I don't like the little blotches of paint splatter that I'm seeing. Get all these little paint splotches off. Okay, let's rock and roll. So now I'm adding in my shelves. I'm using the MDF boards. Even though they're white, I decided later on that I didn't want it to be so white. So I am going to, you know, try to make it a little bit more rustic because, again, I do have the farmhouse theme. And I had to shimmy and make some adjustments because the walls were not completely even all the way up. So I definitely had to trim some off to make all the shelves fit. It's all the way back. I'm just going to caulk the sides. And that's gonna be good. So now I just gotta make each shelf fit in. I'm hoping it gets better and better. Oh, that one fit in. Yeah, these walls are so uneven, so uneven. So I'm gonna have to shave some off to make it fit in flush. Look who we got working in the garage today. I'm pretty sure y'all remember him from the old garage. So, you know, we got Mr. Rodney doing the electrical today, trying to get me right. He got a new guy over there, Josh. They're being very careful around the equipment, working in the rain. Called him and he literally came to rescue me. All right, I'm gonna let him work and do his thing while I'm working. Thank God for good people, knowing people, because I was in a bind and he came and rescued me. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, March 21st. Just for the record, yesterday I finally made the decision. Well, I was going to, but my contractor, Anthony, sent me a text message, I guess after he saw a post on IG saying that, you know, I had to restructure some things, had to get someone else in to help me with the garage. My family, my boyfriend kept pushing me to let Anthony go because so many things were just being delayed. So many things were messy, sloppy, wrong, and I was just trying to be nice. I was trying to hold on because I knew him, but I was just really irritable. You can see from past videos with me saying certain things. I was just completely unhappy. And I've had multiple conversations with him, multiple. So I kept giving him chance after chance, but that's just the type of person I am, right? Until, you know, it's just too much. So I was gonna let him go. I was gonna fire him and tell him to come and pick up his stuff. And then when he saw my post on IG, I'm assuming he literally messaged me and was like, I guess you're not gonna give me the rest of my money, so I'll come pick up my stuff. And he threw something in there about the police and all that, but I don't know if that was a typo or what. We'll see. He's on his way. Better be here at 10 a.m. because I have a lot to do today. But I'm gonna show you guys, just for my records as well, and just so you can see how he left things. Things were not completed. So I don't know in what world, because I'm completely transparent. I had already given him $10,000. $10,000 for all the work he had done thus far. He should technically be finished by now. It's been a month. It's been over a month since he's been in my home. He only had kitchens and bathrooms and some framing and stuff like that. It's not my fault that his other partner, which you saw in the beginning of the videos, is no longer working with him or wasn't showing up for work. That's not my problem. He should have brought somebody else in. That's what a professional would have done. So he was left for the last remaining, you know, weeks or so by himself. And that's why I was getting frustrated, because you can't be in every room at the same time. Work is not getting done. Work is not getting completed in a timely fashion, because he kept telling me, like, my bathroom would have been done 2 weeks ago. My son's bathroom was going to be done 3 weeks ago. Here it is. My bathroom is still not complete. My son's bathroom is still not finalized. Like, he didn't do the silicone for the backsplash. So, I mean, that's something that I can do, but that was something that he was supposed to do. Nevertheless, here we are. I had to let him go because, I brought in some other contractors. I was actually waiting to let him go because I was getting other price quotes, trying to see. So, you know, I might have a cousin coming in, leaving town today to help me out, because he does this, but he's just in another state. He said he would definitely hop on the road, come help me out. And then I have my former guy, Rodney. I'll show you guys him. I showed him in yesterday's video. He's doing my garage now. He did my old garage. Don't even know why I didn't have him do it in the first place. And matter of fact, he does all this stuff as well. But, you know, I went with Anthony because Anthony wanted the job so bad. Sometimes when people want the job so bad, that's telling. But nevertheless, I'm going to pan. I'm going to show you guys how the house is currently, the state that it's in, and where the new contractors will have to pick up. And this is, you know, all the work that's still left undone. Anthony wants his balance. That's the problem. He's been begging me for this balance, hinting at wanting the balance, but I don't know where you pay your remaining balance before the work is completed. Nowhere. I've spoken to many people. You get your remaining balance when you have finished the job. Now, if you strap for cash or whatever, because he sent me a picture of like a busted pipe on his truck talking about he needs money. He was here last week talking about, I need some money, I need some money. That's nothing to do with me. I have paid you well enough money for you to be fine. And he's asking me for the rest of the money. So I don't know if he wants the money so that way he can just be sloppy, continue to be slow. But you're definitely not getting another dime from me until the rest of the work is completed. So I guess he felt some type of way because I wouldn't give him no more money. But your balance is at the end. Where do you walk? I'm going to show you guys. So y'all let me know in the comments, do you pay your contractors every single dime before the job is completed? Never have I heard of that. So I don't know why he's acting crazy, but this is how my bathroom looks to date. So the cabinets were in. I had to patch this because it wasn't done before the cabinet was installed, which it should have been. Lighting fixtures aren't up. He said there was a leak, so I don't even have running water. He left the water off. He said there was a leak over here, but another guy came in and he just said all it needs is just to be, tightened up or a valve. So my shower panel is not on the wall. He had it way too low. He had it all the way down here, which was stopping at like about right here. Now it's a rainfall shower head. So it's supposed to be over your head. It's supposed to be up towards the shower door. So if you are 6 feet or whatever, he had it for little people, but he's supposed to complete this. This tile has to come out. Thankfully I have more left, and he has to bring this up so that way the shower panel can be raised. The top of the shower wasn't finished off. The niche, of course, has never been done yet. I don't know if he has a real specific issue with niches because he just won't complete the niche. He kept the niche out in my son's bathroom for the longest as well. He just wants to do so many shortcuts. So he grouted everything. And this is a problem that my new guy told me. So because he grouted the bottom, another contractor told me that time you grout it, you're supposed to wipe it off. But he's been standing in here, he's been working in here ever since he grouted this pretty much over a week ago. And the black parts of the rocks are messed up. So it's going to take a lot of scrubbing because you're supposed to wipe it out right away. That I do know. So he grouted this and it's just not complete. Why would you not finish the shower first and then grout afterwards? Not finished. He did the same exact thing with my sons. And I kept saying, why are you grouting and you haven't even done the niche yet? So, and then he made me buy a niche because he didn't want to cut it out. I had to almost make him cut out my sons because just lazy. And now I'm just hoping this can come clean. And of course, my tub isn't finished. The tub isn't set. Faucet isn't in. Plumbing isn't complete. So we'll talk about that another time. So now I'm doing my custom closet. But basically, this is how he got my closet. Just a mess. And I had to make him clean up my bathroom because stuff was everywhere all over the floor. I'm like, you cannot keep leaving my bathroom like this every day. So I had to give him all his tools. They're going to be at the door. But just mess everywhere. So first I will show you my son's bathroom. And I'm not going to show you the other side. Well, actually, I guess I will. This is the shower that he completed for my son. I'm being a little quiet because my son is sleeping. So as you can see, he didn't put the bead of silicone. When he tore off the backsplash, it messed up the back. He kept saying, oh, it's going to cover it. But it was all completely messed up. I painted it, but I should have respackled myself because I thought the bar was going to cover all of this. So you can kind of see I tried to hide it with the paint. But yeah, it still needs the bead of silicone on it to seal it. And the same over here. You can see where it was messed up because it was ripped from the wall. So I'm just hoping that when I put the silicone there, it'll, you know, look nice and neat, because I don't like that. Just leaving things tacky. This is my son's niche. It was supposed to be all blacked out because, you know, he got the black shower head, he got the black shower door, and because he was lazy, he went and bought a white marble slab, and if anything, buy a black one and put the white on there instead of black. I wanted the whole thing black for a reason. My son's bathroom is white, black, and blue. And I did not want this to have any white, but he did that without even asking me. So what am I supposed to say? I hate it because it's supposed to be blacked out. Now, this is my home. This is what I paid you for, to do a job the way I want it done. But this is now white and it's supposed to be all black. I went to Home Depot and the white was the cheapest one. But if you're going to buy something, if it's going to match, first of all, you should have asked me. Second of all, if you're going to do it, you should have bought the black. It was $10 more. So I'm annoyed. My son doesn't know that, but it was all supposed to be black. It would look better if it was black. But that's a decision that he made on his own. So this is my half bath. It is completely not done yet, but I'm showing you guys. I am doing like the wallpaper in here. So I have to, this will be one of the last rooms that I decorate, but this is a brand new toilet because his guy in the very beginning, when I had the dumpster here, they threw out my toilet. And they threw out the sink. They threw out the pedestal sink. And I specifically said, I'm going to be replacing, because I hate pedestal sinks. I'm going to be replacing the pedestal sink later on because I knew I didn't have the funds for it. I knew it wasn't in my budget. I was just trying to save extra funds for everything else in the house. The pedestal sink didn't matter at the time. So I knew I wanted a nicer vanity, but that would have came later on. I told him I was replacing only the toilets upstairs, not in here. Threw everything out. I had bought a brand new toilet cover, everything. So they went and got the toilet out the dumpster, but it was cracked and all messed up. So of course we had to throw it out. So he replaced the toilet, but guess what? I still have no sink in here. So I have family coming over. I have my mother who can't always climb the stairs, and she can't use the half bath because, or she can now because we have now finally running water, but she would have to climb the stairs to use the bathroom or just to simply wash her hands. But I have no sink. Yeah, when your contractor throws out your stuff. So here we are into the kitchen. Ignore all the stuff that's on the counter because me and my family have been putting stuff away, just trying to put stuff away because I haven't been able to unpack anything. But he was supposed to be doing my sliding doors and closing the original door off because the refrigerator is going to go over here now. So just for some context, me and my cousins, the day he did not show up, we moved the refrigerator because it was over here. It was blocking the entrance. We couldn't get to any boxes. The cabinet, the pantry right here was in the living room. So we moved all of this because we're just trying to get some things in order and trying to see how things are going to look. So the refrigerator is originally going to go here. So he didn't do the supply line or the ice, line. He didn't do the water valve. All that stuff hasn't been done yet. He framed this up. It's not even flush. This is going to be now, the wall for the outside. He didn't do the siding on the back, and the cutout for the sliding door hasn't been done. So I have to get someone else to do that. Of course, this is crooked. Now, a lot of the cabinets, because when I tell you, I was so annoyed because I had to clean out every drawer, every cabinet, everything. No shelves were put in. I mean, he had screws and dust, and every time he had to drill a hole or every time there was work being done, nothing was ever protected. No plastic was put over my cabinets. Spent $8,000 for cabinets, right? Real wood, soft clothes, all of that. Nothing was protected from day one. Just throwing stuff around, so there's a lot of scratches on it. Never even seen it until I started cleaning the cabinets. But of course, he wasn't here. How can I complain to you? And you mad brand new custom kitchen, my brand new home, and you just treat it like it's like you don't even care. But you keep saying, yeah, I want you and your son to have a beautiful home. When I'm done, everything is gonna be beautiful, yada yada yada. BS. I don't even curse, but just annoyed because all this money I'm spending, and this is my first time purchasing down here, my first time using you, trying to support another Black-owned business, and this is how you treat my stuff. Everything, my family was fussing. My family was so mad. I'm hurt. But my family was hurt too. Like, where'd you find this guy? You know, just trusting someone. Like I said before, it's really hard to find a good contractor. My friend was like, yo, he sold you a wolf ticket. Like, seriously. Said all the stuff that he could do. And it's just, and every time I turned around, every time I said, I've been in the business for 30 years. I've been in the business. But that don't mean you know everything. That don't mean you do everything right. That don't mean your work ethic is great. As you can see, all the outlets are not in. So all the outlets are out. All the lighting, recessed lights are still out. He said he was waiting for me. This is where you can see the opening for the drain and stuff for the shower, for my tub, my standalone tub. Cabinets. Now, because we had to move the refrigerator, the water line and stuff is over here. So this is supposed to be getting closed up. I don't even know if I'm gonna close it up now. This has to get pushed back. But again, I did this to bring it over here. None of the shelves and stuff are in here. So we had to put all the shelves in every single drawer. So I have a special stove, gas range with an electric convection oven. Love that. That's what you need, people. So he forgot or didn't notice it, didn't pay attention, oversight when the stove was just sitting there the whole time. He just kept saying, oh, you're getting a gas range. But there's a huge big plug in the back. So we had to do that afterwards, but it's too high. It needs to be turned so that way it can fit under. So the stove is not flush. He literally left it sitting out, not this far out, but he left it out. And so when I went to check, I'm like, why is the stove not going all the way back? It's because the plug he put in is way too high, and the other contractor said it's supposed to be turned so that way it can fit underneath the little, like the stoves have that insert down at the bottom. So the way it is now, the stove is not flush. So when I get ready to do my backsplash, there was like a huge gap. If I pushed it back, there's like a huge gap about that wide from the stove to the wall. Like, do you honestly think that can stay like that? When I do my backsplash, I'm just supposed to see all the drywall. From day one, I told him I wanted my microwave over here. My microwave was always going to go over here in the corner or over the stove. And I never wanted it over the stove because I knew I wanted my hood. Mind you, the other part of the hood is not up there. So that's in the box somewhere over there that has to be cut and fit up there. So he didn't do any of that. People put their microwaves, typically, if you don't have a hood or whatever, a vent, you put it typically over the stove, right? But I didn't want that. I knew I wanted the hood, the vent to be the focal point. So I wanted it over here because I knew I didn't want it in the island. I don't personally like the microwaves down low on the island. I knew it wasn't going to be good for my mother. My son has OCD. I knew he wasn't going to want it. I didn't want to be bending down to heat up my food or anything like that. So it was always over here. He kept saying he wanted it here. It's not what you want. This is my house. It would not look right next to the hood vent at all. So it was always going right here. But guess what? He never put an outlet over here. So every time I would remind him or I would bring up like a mistake or an oversight, he'd be like, trainer, or make a comment. Negro, this is what you're getting paid to do. Why is it an issue that my microwave is here and you didn't put the outlet there? So just a lot of different little whatevers. But when he was cutting the tile, a major issue for me, another major problem for me, and I can't really show you, I'm gonna try my best to put the camera through the window. When he was cutting all the tile for my son's bathroom, he left a mess on my deck. Stained the deck, using the wet, like the wet saw, cutting the tile, and just throwing tile everywhere. I cleaned up half of it, literally half. Took it to the dumpster because I was like, this is crazy. My neighbors can see into my backyard. My backyard looks a mess. Stuff was blowing into the grass and never cleaned it up. Just never cleaned it up. Let's see if I can show you guys some of it. all of the tile is just everywhere, and the door from when he took down the door just still left out there. Siding is out there, the door frame is out there. Now mind you, that's my thing that I tried to cover, my patio furniture I tried to cover because it was raining, but the wind blew it. I'm trying to see, come on camera. All of the tile is everywhere. It was like he threw it underneath my patio furniture so I couldn't see it. I was like, what in the bejesus? Like, where do they do that at? Everything's still left out there on the deck. You tell me if that's professional. It's been out there for over a week, and I had to clean up some of it because I was like, this is just ridiculous. Just study constantly cleaning up behind him and his guys. And he kept saying, you know, you're not cleaning up behind me. Nigga, excuse my French. Say I'm from Brooklyn, say it a lot. Yes, I am. From day one, they just throwing bottles on the floor. I know contractors just whatever, but I am here in the house. I'm not, if you doing whatever and when I move in and if I don't see any of it, that's a different story. But I am here every day on site. There's not a day I have not been here. I am now living here and just stuff everywhere. He literally drilled out the hole and stuff for the sink, for the, what do you call it? The disposal. And everything he drills, just left it there. My aunt came here the next day and was like, what? I'm just stepping all in dust. I mean, why can't you sweep up your mess? I have been so patient. I have been so kind. I have been graceful, not saying as much as I should have. This drawer is completely off track. I saw him trying to fix it the other day. It's still wrong. It's still messed up. Brand new. It's not on track. It's wrong. I'm just annoyed. Let's go outside. Let's just go outside so that way you guys can see what it looks like from the outside. Okay, so we're going to the backyard. I still got to get these trees cut down and get rid of that old shed. But this is how the deck is looking. I hate these little acorn thingamajiggies. But here we have the door, the tile, and like I said, I picked up a lot. We got some of the insulation, bucket of tile over there, and this is what the back side of the house looks like. Okay, so we have to put the siding up. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, this is what the backyard is looking like. Like, why can't you clean up your mess? So that is pretty much it. The laundry room, he hid like the Y cable, or he didn't put it on purpose. He said he was being petty. For the dryer, because I have a steam dryer, so you know there was a cable that he took off when it got here. He took off, and then I couldn't find it. He was like, oh, your dryer is complete. I go in there, a big old cable is hanging out. I'm like, it's not. Everything is not hooked up. And what that got to do with me? I'm not the one who disconnected it. Just being real, like a jerk. Being basically a jerk. And then a minute later, he was being petty. I'm like, what? Like, this is what I'm paying you to be? I have every right to be upset or feel a certain type of way because this is my home and I'm paying you to do a job. Never again. So do I recommend him? No, guys. Hope you guys find a contractor in Charlotte that you need. I do have some other recommendations, some other people. So this was a big, huge learning lesson for me. You try to, you know, support other people. You try to give people a chance. But yeah, this is just too big of a job for you. Basically too big of a job for you. So sorry. And then, you know, and the funny thing is I had the new contractor cracking up because he told me before he got the job, he's like, you know, I work through blizzards. I work through holidays. First rainstorm comes and he's like, text me. I'm trying to see what this weather gonna do. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I mean, it rained for all of what, 20 minutes, and then it was completely sunny. No show. No show. That happened twice when the weather was raining. I'm like, you scared to get wet? Don't you take showers? You're working inside. What does the outside have to do? But it was completely sunny. But he texted me, I'm trying to see what this weather gonna do today. You stay home in bed. Another time, I'm like, where are you? Not showing, not calling, not texting, not letting me know until like the last week when I kept saying like, you just don't show up. You tell me you're going to be here bright and early and then you strolling here at 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then one day he was like, oh man, I overslept. I'm in bed. What? If so, unprofessional. There's so much more I could say, but just unprofessional. Taking advantage of me and then begging me for money. You got to go. Sorry, Anthony. Bye. So I just wanted to add that I actually had someone be here with me when Anthony did come to pick up his stuff because I didn't want nothing popping off. Even though I knew he wasn't going to do anything, you just never know. People get crazy over money. I just really felt some type of way because I really trusted that he was going to do right by me. He said he was going to do right by me. And then in the end, just kept begging me for money. So he came, picked up all his stuff. I had a friend here. Nothing happened. But I did ask him, did he have anything to say? And he was like, I don't want to argue with you. But I'm like, I don't want to argue. I just want to make sure we have an understanding because I didn't really understand, you know, what the problem was. I really didn't all of a sudden. If he was in a bind or something, then yeah, you could have told me that, but it's not my obligation to pay your bills. But with all that being said, I just really hate the fact that he just kept over promising me and under delivering. He never told me once that it was just going to be basically him and one other person. And then it was just him towards the end. So that's why I just kept feeling slighted. Everything was just delayed. It was delays after delay. I would say, hey, when is my bathroom going to be done? He would say this Friday. It would be the next Friday and then the next Friday. It just kept going on. These are things that you guys just didn't see. I'm not putting on camera. And then some of his workers was telling me certain things. He don't even know that. You know, they were telling me certain things that, you know, they weren't getting paid. I don't know what was going on. So he got me thinking, oh, I work faster and I work better alone. But that wasn't really the case. So I don't know what he was doing with the money. I have no idea, but I gave you what we agreed upon. But if you didn't feel happy with that, or if you felt like it wasn't enough, I have nothing to do with that. You set the price. I agreed to the price. So there were a lot of things. There were a lot of terms that, I mean, like I said, I could say more, but I just want you guys to know, just make sure you're getting all your facts, you're crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's. Everything is written down because there were some things that, you know, I didn't know that he wasn't going to do, or things that I had to pay extra for. So like I said, complete learning experience. I'm glad that's over, but I have someone now that I can't wait for you guys to meet. It's not going to be the next person. It's going to be the next person. Yeah. 3 is a charm. I went through like another contractor and everything. So you got to stay tuned for the ride because these renovations are not over. Okay, I am out of service and I guess by now you've made it to the end of the video. So as you can see, a lot has happened. Please let me know what your thoughts are down below because again, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I truly didn't mean for this to happen. I was hoping that things were going to go smooth because as you can see during the demo process, everything was going great. It's easy to take things apart. It's easy to rip them down and tear them down, right? But can you put it back together? Can you put my house back together and make it look brand new? Please stay tuned because there's so much more to come. New contractors, new handymen, me and my family still working on the house. I don't want to hold you guys up that much longer. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. So definitely stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to try to keep getting these videos out as soon as I can, but you know, I am working in between. But in the meantime, until the next video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't leave out. Don't close out the video without giving me a thumbs up. It helps the channel out, helps me out. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, always move in grace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.